good. Just watch the video.
So many anime set in high school. Why is that? Like, is that a cultural thing?
It's a cultural thing.
Why so?
It's because it's, for a lot of people, like, high school is kind of seen as, like, this basically, like, golden time.
Classic.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
It's like, for a lot of people, high school is like, you know, the whole thing of, like, in the West, of, like, high school is, like, you know, usually movies that are based in high school in the West are based off bad memories.
Yeah.
You know, being like, oh, man, my high school fucking sucked, blah, blah, blah. They're all these
Yeah.
shit people, the jocks, the bullies, blah, blah, blah. Right? That's the norm in the West. In Japan, it's glorified because to a lot of people, high school was a really fun time with, like, friends they'll never get back. And, like, because it's also the...
Yeah, I'm just gonna go out on a branch here and say that this guy has no idea what he's talking about. And by the way, this guy on the right is Gigguk, and this guy on the left, that's CA Dog. He's like friends with Ludwig, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I'm telling you, this guy has no idea what the F he's talking about. Yeah, high school in Japan is like, is a highlight compared to in the West. I'm pretty sure, if I'm being completely honest, high school in the West is pretty damn good compared to high school in Asia for most people.
Wait, maybe it's too real.
I think it is.
Okay, I think that's the whole clip. So, let's see what the people in Japan have to say about this. A famous anime YouTuber in America explains the reasons for the prevalence of high schools in Japanese anime like this. For Japanese people, high school is the most shining period of their lives. Once they become working adults, it turns into hell. I think that's kind of true. So they reminisce about high school days. Japanese people don't want to see the dark reality of their own society. But I think this is a pretty sloppy take on Japan. I'd agree with that. First off, people who still love high school anime, even as adults, couldn't possibly have had fun high school days. If anything, the ones who truly enjoyed high school probably don't cling so strongly to school anime even after growing up. That's a pretty cool take. In reality, plenty of people who would say their school days were hell because of human relationship and their range of activities were narrow, with no escape. Plus, Japanese people don't just watch anime. Dramas and movies dealing with working life, poverty, family issues, crime, healthcare, and politics are normally popular too. Okay, so Japanese people don't just watch anime. People watch a lot of other things as well. The explanation that Japanese people escape into anime because they don't want to face dark realities doesn't explain Japan at all. Manga's the same. Say that after watching that. Okay. Too many overseas anime fans talk about Japan like it's a country made solely of shonen anime. Even when they sell themselves as living in Japan, they're people with hardly any connection to Japanese society, just living within the foreigner community, just like the three people in the video. Yeah. Living in Japan and understanding Japanese society are two different things, right? Don't go thinking a few anime and your own experiences will let you explain the values of over 100 million people. Okay. This goes to show how out of touch and ignorant you are of these three people. One of them literally has Japanese family, his grandparents. The other, you do not want to speak about Japanese people. How about not being so ignorant first yourself? Bro, okay. Okay, see, comments like this really get me. They're saying, oh, this guy has Japanese family, his grandparents. Okay, so my grandmother is Chinese. She grew up in China. She doesn't even speak English. She speaks Mandarin. I don't know shit about what it's like to grow up in China right now. I don't. I'll be honest with you, she doesn't either. She has no idea what it's like to grow up in China right now. So this is like, it makes no sense at all. All right, let's really take it. Let's see what this has to say. Let's see what this clip is.
From the foreigner perspective, how do you think Japan has to fix their not having babies in one simple solution? Not immigration, because they're never going to do it.
You knew what I was about
Because
to say.
literally the
Because
UN
it was the obvious
because
answer.
the UN was literally like, oh, hey, Japan, you know there's this really easy cheat that will solve your declining population, right? And they're like, oh, what is it? They're like, I'll just let immigrants in. I'm like, no, what is it?
They're just like, did you know there's a lot of people outside Japan that really want to Japanese people? Just saying, like, there's a lot of people outside of Japan that think Japanese people are kind of hot.
He can say that.
I can say that. I am the result of one.
I was just like, he's the only one out of us three that can say it.
I'm literally the result of that phenomenon. If my dad didn't go, Japanese people kind of hot, I wouldn't be here.
From the foreigner perspective, how do you think Japan...
Yeah, these guys are kind of crass. I don't really. Okay, these are the ones trying to send immigrants so that Japanese women get raped. Okay. Okay, King Bear 19. That's a take, bro. Okay, fair. I guess it's your country, your rules, bro. Let's see. All right, let's get out of this post. Let's see if anybody else got any good content here. Release backlash. Oh, what is this? Okay, that's what people are posting to this. Cool. Okay, this guy's saying the hosts of Trash Taste, while they paint themselves as experts, are just three influencers being OA'd by Kadokawa to podcast their garbage takes on the world. They're only big because of the money behind them. Oh, wow. I'm guessing... I don't know, this guy looks kind of like something, though. Okay, here's a Japanese. This guy is saying, Ayokin72, saying, to put it bluntly, I can write about high school without research because I experienced it and remember it so easily. I can skip the explanation since there are many parts that are common knowledge. It's more fun to write about spry young people. It's because of conveniences like that on the author side that there are so many of them. By the way, I have zero desire to go back to high school. I don't want to do boring studying. True. I'll be honest. Everybody that thinks about high school, they forget about that part. Okay, let's see what this guy says. Back in high school, if only I could time leap and do it all over again. All those times I think on that level, huh? Well, I'm not unhappy now, so no regrets. But these days, something like that is a rom-com. Even if I went back in time and ended up spending all of it unconsciously, and that'd be it. Hello. Yeah, guy would be high as balls. Let's see. Yeah, that's enough.